Hey, what's up? This is Jdsgamer, and today I'm back with more commentary for gameplay 3 of my Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes PlayStation 4 gameplay. And as I mentioned before, the Metal Gear Solid series is my second favorite video game franchise after Resident Evil, because Resident Evil is my favorite video game franchise. So I would consider the Metal Gear Solid series my number 2.
Prison area. You can bring up the target's location on your iDroid.
And this base that we are in is also known as is based in Cuba, and it's also known as Camp Omega. And like the mission is for me to come here and rescue 2 of my allies, one known as Chico and the other known as Paz, which is a woman, a girl. And like I said before, as you can see, like the graphics in the game are beautiful, like excellent, you know. You can like hide in the bushes, you know, stuff like that. Cause that kind of stuff was on Metal Gear Solid 3. Snake Eater were using like jungles and forests and stuff. You had to hide into like the bushes and all that. Now that the camouflage aspect of Metal Gear Solid 3, it is not featured on this one. Because they also had the camouflage in Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Now both Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater and Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker featured Big Boss as the protagonist. And he's also the protagonist in this version, but there is no camouflage. But those previous 2 games with him had camouflage mechanics in it where you can change, like, blend in with the environment and stuff. And I'm a big fan of the stealth genre of video games. I love like stealth games. Like the action genre is really still my favorite, like action adventure. But I think I probably consider like stealth video games like Metal Gear Solid, Splinter Cell, or the Assassin's Creed. Those kind of games like that, I probably still consider those like my second favorite genre of video games. I love stealth games, and that's what the Metal Gear Solid series is, the stealth series. And as you can see, I must make my way through these bushes, like stay like hidden on my way to rescuing my allies. And the first ally I'm choosing to rescue first would be Chico. Yeah, he's the young boy that you saw in the opening intro, which had a Skullface at his jail cell. That was Chico that was inside the jail cell with the tape or whatever. And then Skullface dropped in the cassette player and he picked it up. That was Chico. Because his whole name is like Ricardo, but he had a nickname known as Chico. I remember in Peace Walker, that's what Snake or Big Boss, he kept calling him, like whenever he says his name, he says Chico, Chico, like that. I always thought that was cool, So I tried to stay as close as I could to this fence, stay well hidden so none of the guards, would spot me on my way to Chico. And I thought this game was very good, it's on the short side, but it's just basically like a prologue to the actual full game, which I can't wait for. Was Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, because they haven't even given a release date for that game yet, and this is basically like a prologue to that game, like the intro to that game. So that's why it's not that long. You can finish this in an hour, but it's like tons of like replaying it. You can like go around collecting like the box patches, where you can, you can take out all the guards, which I had trouble doing. And or you can just, you can keep like replaying and doing, like trying different things, to keep it lasting, which kind of makes sense. And then when you think about like previous like games, like the games first started out like back a long time ago, they didn't take all them hours to finish them, so it's kind of throw back to that era too, I mentioned
even if
before,
there's
I'm
a
on my
wall
way
between you and
to
them.
rescuing
But it only
Chico,
works if you stop and take the
who's
time
one
to
of my
focus your
allies
attention.
in this game.
This helps you maintain situational awareness. Try it.
I try to stay well hidden. I don't run around. I always use stealth-based mechanics, you know, in the Metal Gear Solid series. I try not to, I don't really do like a lot of like action, you know, like shooting and all that, unless I have to. I always go like with stealth, you know, like sneaking, you know, which I think is, you know, very cool. I'm a big fan of the stealth job. And this game also takes place in the 70s too. It's right after, I think, Peace Walker, if I'm not mistaken. Because Peace Walker was after part 3 in the Metal Gear Solid series. So yeah, that was my commentary. And this is Jdsgamer. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Alright.